This world is a prison.
This video is sponsored by Eniba.com. Use code DORON to get 3% off on the cheapest game time as well as other Blizzard products. Click the link in the description to check it out. Hello guys, this is Doron's Movies, and today I'll be talking about the Shadowlands and what exactly is this newly introduced mysterious realm. Covering the information that we have and clearing up misconceptions. However, do keep in mind that there is still limited information and a lot of it is subject to change. So without further ado, let's get into the lore. It isn't exactly known when the Shadowlands were created, but it is said that ever since the first mortal life arose in the physical universe, this mysterious realm came into existence. It seems to span the entire universe and is the afterlife for other planets as well, not just Azeroth. The Shadowlands is a realm of decay, which is referred to as the sixth element and is the exact opposite to spirit. What this means in simple terms is that while the spirit can be used to heal and to cooperate, decay forces and binds one's will. If you remember previously, this is how the Dark Shamans enslaved the elementals back during the Siege of Orgrimmar. Now, how did the Shadowlands work? There is this thing called anima, which is the soul essence of a mortal. How much essence someone has depends on the actions in life and accomplishments. So for example, someone like Varian would have a ton of anima, while a simple farmer would have very little. Regardless of morality, it seems that anima depends on the actual accomplishments, so even someone like Garrosh, which was morally grey, would have a ton of it. After a mortal dies, he is judged by a spirit healer, the one that we have seen previously, and if he is set to die, he is transported by a Kyrian, which I will explain in a bit, into an internal city known as Oribos, located at the center of the Shadowlands. Here, there is a mysterious entity known as the Arbiter that in an instant lays down every single decision the mortal had in life, the failures, the accomplishments, weighing it all, and then transporting the mortal to the appropriate realm. Now, the Shadowlands consists of 5 different domains. To really simplify it in very basic terms, there are 2 that are really good, 2 that are not so much and are even used to atone the souls, while there is the 5th one known as the Maw. The Maw is the absolute worst of them all, and this is where the unredeemable souls are sent as they pose a threat to the Shadowlands. We will get into this information in just a bit. Now for the good ones. The Bastion is the kingdom of pristine spires and crystalline skies, as well as home to Order, essentially the Warcraft version of heaven. Noble souls are sent here to examine their lives, to clean themselves of their past burdens, and to work toward an afterlife of virtue, becoming the purest souls in the Shadowlands. People like Uther the Lightbringer are here, and we will actually see him. Fresh arrivals become Kyrian aspirants, and are wingless beings training to one day earn their wings and to ascend into higher beings. It is also worth mentioning that as the Shadowlands are for all worlds, the beings are seemingly transformed into these creatures, although this isn't 100% confirmed. The second noble realm is Ardenweald, an enchanted mystical forest that is similar to the dark version of the Emerald Dream. If you imagine the Emerald Dream being spring and summer and sunshine, the Ardenweald is like the autumn and the winter. This is where spirits of nature arrive, and they actually use the anima to infuse souls and to resurrect these beings back into the living world. This explains how Cenarius managed to return to Azeroth after he was killed, as he spent quite some time here. Now, the third realm is sort of a grey zone, neither evil nor good. It is known as Maldraxxus. This is where warlike, relentless souls arrive and where they fight each other. It is a pretty chaotic realm and is the heart of the Shadowlands' military might, the source of magic for necromancers, as well as home to abominations. This is the realm that the Lich King used to raise his courage and to wreak havoc upon Azeroth. Maldraxxus is best explained as the survival of the fittest, where the strongest rise into positions of power, while the less promising become fuel for the weapons. The fourth realm is sort of a purgatory known as Revendreth. It is a dark land of gothic spires and secrets. Generally, souls that are sent here are those that were overly prideful or had some other flaw that blocked them from serving in other realms. They come here to atone for their sins and hopefully to be redeemed and then sent into another one of the more appropriate domains. Vampire beings torture the souls there to either break them or to help them redeem themselves. We will see Kelta Sunstrider within Revendreth. Lastly, as I mentioned at the start, is the Maw. The fifth realm, the most chaotic and the evilest. This is essentially the center of the expansion and it will be the key to the story progression. It is the vilest, most horrific place where irredeemable souls are sent and no one has ever escaped this place. The Maw is essentially like hell and is ruled by a mysterious figure known as the Jailer that keeps these dark souls in check. Should they ever escape, all of reality is said to be consumed, and this will 100% be the focus of the expansion. In fact, it starts happening already. It is said that the machine of death has been broken. Now, what this really means is kind of confusing, so here is a very quick explanation. The Anima is the lifeblood to the Shadowlands, the Arbiter judges and sends the souls to their realm, and they subsequently use the Anima to power themselves and to make everything work within these domains. However, recently something happened, and every single soul that died has not been sent to the Arbiter, but instead was sent directly to the Maw. So even if they were good, they were just sent to the Maw. Because of this, the Maw has grown increasingly powerful, and the other realms have started becoming depleted, seriously threatening the balance, and this will no doubt be the focus of the expansion. Sylvanas, Windrunner, actually allied with the Jailer at some unknown point in the past, possibly after the defeat of the Lich King, and her goal was to cause as much chaos as possible and to get as many deaths as she can in order to feed the Maw and the Jailer. This explains all the atrocities she had committed, such as the burning of Teldrassil and the recent war. Now, no one really knows what exactly will happen, but this power seems to be incredibly potent, seeing that Sylvanas so easily defeated the Lich King. The lands of the dead need to be kept in check, and if this continues, all of reality will be consumed. The afterlife will cease to exist, and there would essentially be a cataclysm, in my opinion, similar to the creation of the universe. This is exactly why we must venture into the Shadowlands and to bring back balance. Thank you for watching. Do check out what would happen if Bolvar never became the Lich King by clicking on the screen, and also check out the second channel Laurent's Academy for videos on real world history and science. See you next time.